What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing some talk about some neko rig fishing. I'm gonna walk you through one of my combos. This is gonna be a heavier, more bulky neko rig. This is gonna be more for fishing for bigger largemouth. We're gonna have a Zoom mag trick worm, and then we have a 3/16 ounce weight in here, I believe. And then we got a little bit beefier of a, I think this is a 1/0 HD cover owner hook. And then on this one, we're gonna have the O-ring. And then on this side, we're gonna have a Shimano Noski. This is 20 pound braid to a 15-pound leader. And then we're gonna have this on a Douglas X Matrix, and this is the 725. So it's a little bit heavier of a rod, but we're going to walk you through the different ways you can fish this neko rig. So majority of the time you're going to want to cast this out, and we're going to be targeting docks, rocks, grass, all kinds of different stuff this neko rig is great for. And we're going to want to get that down to the bottom in that area that you're fishing, and you're just going to want to slowly drag it around, and then every so often give it a couple pops. If you are utilizing live scope, you can shake a neko rig above fish. You can do more aggressive pops with the neko rig to try to make that fish react to it, stuff like that. So there's a bunch of different ways to fish this neko rig. We're gonna try to catch one for you guys and show you guys how I'm kind of fishing it. If I can get around a couple fish real quick. Targeting a lot of boulders too. Boulders are really good. Even ones that you can see with your eyes are great options for throwing the neko rig. So my second choice of combo is gonna be a smaller neko rig. This is the Drew Gill Big Bite Baits neko worm. We're using a neko hack, and this is a #1. I think it's a Gammy drop shot hook. Great little hook. And then again, we're going to be running right about 3/16 ounce shoved into the front. Love this morning dawn color. It's just great. And with this one's going to be more of like a shaking one. So I'm actually going to shake it more like a minnow. And then combo is going to be Stratic CI4. This is going to be 10-pound braid, and then 10-pound leader, and then this is a JDM rod. It's a really light rod. Don't know exactly what it is, but I just have it with me today. It's only like 6 foot 6 inches or something like that. Really good for close quarter stuff. It's one of my only non-Douglas rods I own still. It's one I just couldn't give up. It's a really cool rod. Made by Major Craft. So sweet little combo right here. Let's see if we can't find a fish to bite. Now I can just barely tap this neko worm, and I'm doing really light shakes. As you guys can see, just super light. And all that's doing is folding that worm in half and pulsing it above the grass. Something they don't normally see. So like if you're around a lot of fish, they get a ton of pressure from like a minnow, or just guys that are fishing a neko worm a little bit differently. So it's just light shaking that neko worm. Not a big one, but showing the proof of the concept on that pink Drew Gill neko worm. Okay, we're gonna show you guys how to rig the neko worm. A little neko weight. And then you guys want to make sure you guys get this as straight as you can into that worm. That was not straight, so we're just gonna push that into there And sometimes you want to leave the little bit of lead out if you're around a rock, because that ticking against the rock. But since I'm around grass, I'm going to try to get that completely covered up. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to take a little neko hack. I think this is the medium size. I also carry smalls with me for small, little, tiny worms. And on this Drew gill worm, there's two spots. I like the lower spot if you're going to be shaking it. And then if I'm not shaking it, I like the upper spot. So you push that through and there's a little tab in the back. And then just cut that off. And then it gives you this little tiny loop to put your hook through. Let me put this back. And then you can grab your rod. And again, you want that hook to go up. Then you just thread that through that neko hack. Just like that. And there's your neko rig. And if I know I'm going to be throwing a neko rig a lot during a tournament, I'm going to rig 3 or 4 up. Rig 3 or 4 up. That way in the tournament, I don't have to sit there and rig up a neko worm. There you guys go. No cuts even needed. Nice little largemouth. Little guy. There it is. On the neko worm. A little largy. Try him again. I love this bait because you can just shake it above the grass. Keep it right up above the grass. You can also kind of let it flutter into the grass. Okay, there's a big one. Let's see if we can get one to eat the neko worm. There you go. There we go, guys. Neko worm fish. Looked really nice. Get that unhooked. Wow, got him good. Right in the bottom of the tongue. There you go, got the neko worm out. Beautiful largemouth. Going back. And that's on the Drew gill neko worm. One of my favorites.